Hello and welcome. My name is Oliver Myers and this is Life Mastery. And today we're talking about love what you do, right? It's a pretty simple idea, but hey, what if you don't love what you do? Well, here's the thing. I'm going to show you how to love what you do. And if you can't or won't love what you do, what to do so that you have a life of long-term happiness. So stay with me for a moment. Let's go ahead and talk about it. First of all, if you don't love what you do, you have to at least like or be good at it, right? If you're one of the two, you can get to love, right? If you like what you do, you start to love what you do and get good at it. And good turns into great and expansion, right? Mastery. If you're good at what you do, you get great at it, then you start to like it because you're confident in what you do and you like being great at it. So then you love it. Same thing, right? So either way, whether you start off liking something or being good at it, if you continue down the road, you'll get great at it. You'll also fall in love with it, right? So that's the goal, to love what you do. Now, putting that out there, what if you just don't like it? You're not good at it and you don't want to get good at it. Great. So now we have an issue. So we have a challenge, right? That's how we look at things, right? You should not ever, let me say again, you should never, ever do anything that you don't want to do. This is your life, right? The key to life is choice, right? You choose your life and everything in it. All the experiences you have are your choice. If you don't like an experience, then don't do it again. If you don't like an experience, then don't do it in the first place. Your choices are your life, right? When a person looks at their life, they say, hey, all these are my choices, and because of that, I had a good life or a bad life. But I'm here to tell you it's not good or bad, it's just choices. And if you want to change, you can change your choices. It's as simple as saying, I no longer want to do that. Everything you commit to, you can decommit from. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to something you don't want to do, it can either, in a snap, it's done, or it would take some time, right? Let's say you don't want to work at a place that you work at anymore, right? You put in your 2 weeks notice. So it's not done right away, but in 2 weeks, you're out of there. Now I know some of you saying, hey, but I gotta work, I gotta pay bills, I gotta take care of my family, all that. I understand that. So what we do is we create a deadline, right? There's no reason you should allow your mind and your heart to be hurt consistently or constantly by doing something that you don't want to do. So first step, create a deadline. How long will it take me to leave this experience, to let this experience go? And I don't care what the experience is. I don't care if it's a event. I don't care if it's a job or career, even business. I don't even care if it's a relationship, right? You are most happy when you're where you want to be, not where you have to be, because you don't have to be anywhere. That's the key to life. You don't have to be anywhere. You could be anywhere in the world. Just like you're here with me right now. You could be watching something else or doing something else, but you're here with me. You chose to do that. And I appreciate that. That's why I'm making it valuable for you. Does that make sense? All right. So since we don't have to be anywhere and we have places that we don't want to be, create a deadline. I don't care if the deadline is 1 minute, 1 hour, 30 days, 90 days, a year, 2 years, doesn't matter. Here's the key thing about deadlines that you're going to love, right? You ready for this? You ready? I know you are. Listen, deadline takes the mental and emotional negativity out. How does it do that? Well, one, it releases the stress, right? Your stress is no longer there because this too shall pass, right? This too shall pass, because it will. Because whether it's whatever your deadline is, right? Could be 6 months, could be 6 years. But after the deadline, you no longer have to deal with it unless you choose to. That's gotta be a stress relief in itself. Emotionally, you release that and you say, you might even start to like what you're doing because now all the stress and negativity that was based or wrapped around it is gone because you have a deadline. You're gonna walk away from it. And here's the other part. You focus on the target, that deadline. Hey man, I'm out of here in 30 days. Shoot, I'm gonna go hard. I don't know. Oh, if you ever worked out, right? Let's say you're doing a circuit training and it's like, all right, we're gonna do this exercise for 30 seconds or a minute, right? And that minute was like forever. But when they say 10 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever the lower end number, when you know you're almost done, that's when you get that burst of energy, right? That jolt of, I can do this, right? Same thing with a deadline. Once you lock it in and say, hey, 6 years, I'm gonna be done with this. Now it feels better because before it felt like 6 decades, lifetime of confinement, right? Like you're in jail. But then when you say, hey, I got this amount of time. Whew, stressful relief. And I'm targeted, I'm focused on the goal. I'm like, yo, this is my date. Yeah, I'm working my butt off, but guess what? I know this too will pass. And I'll move towards what I really want to do, how life really looks for me. So here's the thing. Focus on the target mentally and then emotionally relieve the stress by giving yourself a deadline. You don't ever have to do nothing you don't want to do. Life is choice. Life. Choose it.